All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you had a good day. So back again with another Sebastian Rogers video, what's on my mind video. Basically, what's on my mind video. And again, like the video I done yesterday, talking about Chris and Katie's hands interview. Now, just because I make these videos about Chris and Katie doesn't mean that they're guilty. It just is a conversation and some pointers and some opinions on suspicion. Not that they're guilty, just some suspicion. So let me get that out of the way first. So the videos I do on all the Sebastian Rogers stuff and whatever, unless somebody gets arrested, that's different. But just want to throw it out there. It's just suspicious, and I'm not accusing anybody of being guilty of anything, right? So, all right, that being said and put out of the way, something that's been on my mind today is the landfill video, where the news flew a helicopter over the landfill and showed the police searching in the landfill, where I guess they executed a search warrant on the landfill where the trash in Sebastian's neighborhood ultimately ended up. Don't know why it goes so far away. I mean, we've got our own county landfill here. I don't know why it goes all the way to Kentucky, but maybe there's just not enough room for landfill there. But the thing is, guys, another suspicious point I want to make is they done a search warrant. They executed a search warrant on that landfill where the trash from Sebastian's home, Chris and Katie live there. It ties back to the neighborhood Chris and Katie, right? They didn't do a search on a landfill where Seth's trash goes, right? They didn't execute a search warrant on where Seth's trash goes. Now, they did, just to be fair, they did, I guess search Seth's electronics and stuff like that. I mean, that's a given. That was probably voluntarily turned over by Seth. So yeah, I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. But thing is, the suspicious thing is, they search a landfill where Chris and Katie's trash goes, but they don't search a landfill where Seth's trash goes, okay? And right now, everybody is just focused on the immediate family members around Sebastian, okay? I mean, we really, suspicion-wise, we really don't have anything else to go on outside of the immediate family members. So, and again, the search warrant that they executed on the landfill ties directly back to Chris and Katie's home, the neighborhood. So that's what's kind of been on my mind today, is that, that landfill being searched. The other thing that's been on my mind, I got to looking, a lot of people are suspicious about the BOWERSOX. A lot of people are like, are the BOWERSOX involved? So, doing some research and stuff like that. There's some woods like in behind the BOWERSOX's house. There's like a little block of woods in behind it. Has that been checked by police? Has that little, 2 or 3 acre of woods been checked by law enforcement? I don't know who owns it. I don't know if it's even owned by anybody. It's got to be owned by somebody. But, I mean, has it been checked? It's like right directly behind the BOWERSOX's house. As a matter of fact, has anything been checked around the Bowersox's house, you know. And I got to looking in that area because everybody's talking about the Bowersoxes, and I thought, okay, well, I mean, you know, on the off chance, what would I look at, right? And as you go down, I think it's Hartsville Highway. There is it caught my eye. There's a boat ramp down from where they live. It's called the Old Union Boat Ramp. For some reason, that caught my eye. Be a good place to put something. And again, I'm not saying anybody, you know, like, I'm not saying that BOWESRSOX are guilty of anything. I'm just, you know, everybody's talking about them, and I'm like, okay, well, let's just run with it. And not that I'm saying they're guilty again. I'm just saying, okay. But I mean, have the woods behind their house been checked? Yeah, I'm sure they can come out. I mean, if it gets back to them, I'm sure they can come out and say, yeah, that's been checked, or no, it's not been checked. And, you know, we'll have the answer. But down from, you know, where they live, there's a boat ramp that caught my eye on Google Maps, and it's the Old Union Boat Ramp. I think it's off Hartsville Highway. Like if I was up there looking around or whatever, trying to find, you know, I mean, boat ramps are and have been, you know, known to be dumping grounds. So bridges going over, you know, Gannon Stout was thrown off a bridge in a suitcase. There was a girl, there's some fishermen fishing in a kayak and ran across a body floating in the water. Apparently it was a homicide, and boyfriend, husband, ex-husband, something like that, ended up, you know, shooting her at a boat ramp, and I guess he just left and let her body just float, you know. I guess she may have sunk. Like, I guess, you know, you sink, and then as your body accumulates air, as it decomposes, you float back to the surface. You know, come to find out, you know, the guy who shot her done it at the boat ramp. She went in the water, or I guess he made her get in the water, and then I guess he shot her and took off, you know. Of course, there must have been nobody there, you know. I think it was a rural boat ramp anyway, but the kayakers found her. You know, it all happened at a boat ramp. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It happened at a boat ramp. So, you know, boat ramps have been known in the past to, you know, even up here in East Knoxville. I remember there's a boat ramp where they found a guy dead in the car, and it was a homicide. I don't know what it is with boat ramps. You know, it's maybe just sometimes a secluded place, you know, to do things and, you know, murder people, I guess. I don't know. But what else was I want to talk about? I think there's something else. Oh, yeah. This video behind me with Nancy Grace. I'm not going, well, I'll get around to analyzing that soon. You guys apparently like for me to analyze these videos, these interviews. The one I done, the video I done of the hands, y'all really like that, like the way I done it. So I'll do some more. But what I really want, I don't want to start with this Nancy Grace one, because I have a feeling that they were pretty prepared for that interview. I want to go back to the interview that I'm thinking maybe a YouTuber, Chronicles of Olivia. I think Chronicles of Olivia done an interview with them in their home, and it was an early interview. Probably not much time to prepare for that one. I want to go back and analyze her video. Actually like Chronicles of Olivia. I like her work. So she does her own thing, and she does it. She's pretty artsy. I'll say that. This is her craft. You can tell when you watch her videos, this is her craft, and she's good at it. So I'm gonna go back and analyze that interview that Chronicles of Olivia done with the Chris and Katie Proudfoot, and I'm sure you guys will like my, inputs and opinions on that. So, stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in the next day or two. We'll do that, like on real time, won't be using StreamYard though. I'll be just, you just have to listen to it. I like doing it. I just like listening to it because it just seems to sink in better than watching it and listening to it. So anyway, guys, that's basically what I got for you. Again, I'm not trying to say anybody's guilty, but it's just the suspicious. There's a lot of suspicious stuff getting thrown back, at Chris and Katie, and like the trash. I mean, why did they go search that landfill? Why did they have to execute a search? I mean, what was in the probable cause affidavit for a judge to say, yeah, I'm gonna sign off on this? I mean, they shut that landfill down for a day or two or three. People were out of work. Some of them, they basically had to shut the landfill down, to do that. So it's not a small deal. It's a big deal to do something like that. And again, that goes back to Chris and Katie's home, the neighborhood. They didn't search the landfill where SETH's trash went. So that's what's, that's what I have questions about. And again, the woods behind the BOWERSRSOX's house, has anything around the BOWERSRSOX been checked by police? I would say probably not, because, maybe they have, I don't know. But I would guess and say no. They may have searched inside the BOWERSRSOX's home and looked at their vehicles and stuff. But the woods behind their house, I'm just going to go on a limb and say no, they haven't searched it. Maybe wrong, but if this gets back to the BOWERSRSOX, they can say, yes or no about that. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, that's pretty much what I got for you. What's been on my mind was the Sebastian Rogers case. And again, I'll be analyzing a video of Chronicles with Olivia and giving you my opinions and inputs on all that stuff. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. And I got one more thing for you. I want y'all to watch this. Look at the comparison. There's an interview with Letitia Stout and the Nancy Grace interview with the Proudfoots back here. I'm going to end the video with these two. It's a similarity between what Letitia Stout says and what Chris says. It's just a similarity now. It's just a similarity. But let me know what you think in the comments below after you watch it. I'll see y'all on the next video.
You've been a part of the investigation since the very first time. You were the last person to see him. Is that right?
Correct.
What did you see when you last saw him?
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about anything with the case.
From the time that you left for the job in Memphis to February 26th, did you visit the home?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
I was home. I can't give exact dates. Law enforcement has told me not to provide exact dates.